Welcome back to Theme Park Wizard. I'm here live, and we got a fancy rumor for you today. Let's pull it up. How's everyone doing today? Doing well. I assume I'm doing pretty well. Let's see here. See if I can share the article with you guys. Read it together. Ooh, all these people joining today. All right, so here we go. Good evening, Laurie. Sorry. All right, so today, WDW News Today presented a very interesting rumor. So, all right, so they say rumor: the People Mover will return as part of the Disneyland overhaul. Thank you so much, Sabertooth Sasquatch. Thank you for watching. Hello, Topaz. Okay, so they say, of course, obviously there's a rumor that Lightyear is going to be part of Space Mountain in temporary or permanent fashion. Movie bombed, and then now it seems like that budget or that the rumor now has the looks like the People Mover is in the next thing here. So this is what they're saying. They're saying the People Mover is going to be refreshed. The new version is going to be an entirely new ride system and be shorter. So what that tells me is they're going to obviously, as Sean over here mentioned, um, the People Mover track is in decay. So yes, no matter what happens, they're going to demolish all the tracks, right? And they say this is going to be shorter but new ride system. Um, and they're going to use available ride technology to achieve a budget-conscious version of the beloved classic. Not only will it be a different ride system, but the track will be much shorter than the original layout. Um, and stuff around Finding Nemo and Autopia are not going to be used, which is good because that whole space can be used for something else. And changes in building codes, a lot of stuff would have to be removed. Yeah, so this won't be, if it does come to fruition, this won't be the People Mover that you all know and love. Like, the back end, it won't be like the one from, the 1970s or whatever. This would be like a brand new People Mover. It pays homage to that one. They'll probably demolish all if it happens to demolish all the track, especially this stuff above Autopia and Finding Nemo Submarine Voyage, because all that stuff can be cleared out for a new attraction. Even if they don't get rid of Finding Nemo and Autopia, they can still put something new over that when they get rid of the People Mover tracks and they shift the monorail tracks around. So they can still keep those attractions and build something new. But yeah, People Mover could come back in a form, and it probably wouldn't be IP-less, right? Because everything has an IP nowadays. So it could be a People Mover theme to Tron, People Mover theme to Buzz Lightyear, a People Mover theme to Wall-E, or a people mover, but with a whole bunch of different IP inside of it. So let's say the old people had like screen tunnels. So maybe the screen tunnels advertise different movies or something. Because current IP and current theme park, or they all have to have an IP associated with it. So expect an IP if the people mover does come back. Um, will the rocket rods go back up to their normal spot? I don't know. I think um, the people mover may not start and end there. Again, it's gonna have to. They're gonna demolish all. They would demolish no matter what. They're demolish the old people mover tracks. I mean, they already kind of started, right? Remember a few years ago, the Tomorrowland, the supports that are in the middle of Tomorrowland, they had benches integrated into their supports. Well, remember um, they moved all those benches a few years ago for to create space, a walking space, but also I feel like they did that so they make it even easier later on to go ahead and to move the mover tracks because now they can spend less time demolishing the people mover tracks from the center of the land. Now that there's no infrastructures, no benches or anything or planters integrated into the supports like there was a few years ago. So, Sage already said there have been rumors already that there are people mover tracks inside the buildings have already been demolished. So yeah, this will be a totally different track. Um, and a new track as well. And let's see, Sean says, see, there's a YouTuber, him offhand Disney. I heard of offhand Disney. Just feel begs for the people to return, but the shit's in track total. Okay. And then, what's the fate of Star Wars, Bizarre, Utopia, Nemo, Star Wars, Launch Bay, and everything else in my let's see. I don't know what the fate's gonna be. I can tell you, um, what I want the fate to be. So let's go. Let's see what I want the fate to be. Fate of Star Tours. Star Tours can go, but Star Tours again is getting new scenes, right? So they wouldn't spend money putting out news now. New scenes aren't that expensive, right? But I feel like they just wouldn't put them out at all if Star Tours was leaving soon. So even if Star Tours is not part of the 20-year plan, I'd say it's part of at least the 5 to 10 year plan because there's going to be brand new scenes coming to Star Tours very soon. So Star Tours is staying. Buzz Lightyear, if they don't update it with the new Lightyear stuff, that one could go. I definitely say, I mean, instead of Lightyear going on any type of space mountain, Buzz Lightyear should be, you know, themed to the new Lightyear, have some stuff from the new Lightyear movie. But if that doesn't happen, then I feel like that would go. Autopia, I want it to go, but I feel like it's gonna stay. It should go, but I feel like it's gonna stay, unfortunately, for now. Finding Nemo for sure is gonna stay for the next 10 years or so. I mean, they just put, they didn't just not just open it back up, but they put a whole bunch of TLC. They just gave it a whole bunch of new scenes, special effects. There's Hanks in there, so they spent all that money on it to give an extra refurbishment. They even said it that they gave it extra love and care than was originally planned. So that's definitely staying. With any Tomorrowland redo, the Lagoon probably won't be, and Finding Nemo probably won't be going anywhere. Any new ride will probably be going over it, or they just may not even touch that area. That is definitely staying for the next 10 years for sure. Star Wars launch bay can go. I mean, this whole Star Wars land. They should anything Star Wars should not be in Tomorrowland. So that takes out Star Tours. Even if they just retheme it, it shouldn't be in there. Darth Vader should be meeting people in Star Wars land. Everyone's going in Galaxy's Edge. Okay, I don't care what the timeline says, and they're trying to remove it a little bit. No, move entirely. All Star Wars stuff should be in Star Wars Galaxy's Edge because that's like building Avengers Campus and then putting Tony Stark meet and greet or Iron Man meet and greet in Tomorrowland. Doesn't make any sense. Avengers Campus has all the Marvel heroes. Star Wars Galaxy's Edge have all the Star Wars villains and heroes. So for that reason, Star Wars launch day, just go. And that whole innovation putting just go. I mean, it's just the biggest waste of space. We saw in the Imagineering story, Joe Rody taking it apart. So I know there's a plan for it to go, and hopefully that plan definitely sticks. Everything else in Tomorrowland, I mean, there's an empty theater there that could be repurposed for something. Um, Space Mountain's indoor queue. There's stuff under, there's like that. They use it like this event space. Used to be Starcade. That's empty space. They can put some new restaurants. Maybe a new night. Maybe a nice sit down restaurant can go in one of these spaces, the theater space or one of those spaces, or a new dark ride. Maybe they can combine those two things. The theater, because the theater and Starcade are kind of close to each other. Maybe they combine them and make it a nice dark ride. Um, a, I don't know, a Tesla dark ride. I don't know, a SpaceX dark ride. I don't know. Maybe again, Elon Musk gets a sponsorship in there and puts a SpaceX dark ride in there. Something about space sponsored by SpaceX. I don't know, but something should be in there because it's just a lot of wasted space, right? A lot of wasted space in Tomorrowland, and that's what it really needs. Even if it's over a period of time. Again, they don't have to do all this at once. They can do it over, and they probably will. Dude, over a period of time, my buddy Vash Guy and Orange Girl 55, they talk about in the video extensively. A lot of the videos. Now, Disney has cash flow problems resulting from the Bob Iger era, so it probably behooves them to do Tomorrowland in a whole bunch of little mini phases, like phase 1, 2, 3, phase 1A, 1B, whatever they want to call it. Do one thing at a time over the next like 5 to 10 years, and then you get a beautiful new Tomorrowland, do a whole bunch of little stuff. You set yourself up for a nice big attraction to spend that budget's year, like the year 2028 or something, or 2027, whatever. Let's say you want to do a big attraction to open up for 2028 Olympics. If you do a lot of smaller stuff, the next few years, you can use that big 2026, 2027 budget all on a big new Tomorrowland attraction to debut for the 2028 Olympics. And I feel like they might do something like that. Topaz, love you, buddy. But once again, this is a Tomorrowland Disneyland video only. So Super Nintendo, that'll be an update in tomorrow's video. So you can check back on the channel for that. I'll be doing another Super Nintendo update tomorrow. And also, there's an Epic Universe update I just posted out with Super Nintendo World stuff. You can watch for that stuff. Brandon, Autopian Star Wars launch will be demolished. I hope so. But Lightyear will be moved to Pixar Pier. I don't think so because we have, again, Toy Story Midway Mania Pixar Pier. There may not even be enough space for Buzz Lightyear and Pixar Pier, but it'll be too redundant. Two shooting rides within steps of each other. There'll be 3 shooting rides in one park with Web Slingers, Spider-Man Adventure, then Toy Story Midway Mania, and then of course then you have Buzz Lightyear. It'll be 5 steps away, and then it would be have 2 Toy Story attractions, right there that are shooting attractions. That'd be too redundant, and that's certainly not happening. I'd say they're either gonna leave it alone, put some very subtle aspects of the new Buzz Lightyear movie in there, or just demolish it. And again, Super Nintendo World is coming in its own video. But yeah. So D23 is in September. It is September 9th, 10th, and 11th. So just a little under 2 months now from today. So it's not too long that we have to wait for potentially for any of this stuff. Let's go over some other Tomorrowland rumors, right? There was Lightyear rumor. We discussed Lightyear rumor. I mean, I should go to Buzz. Another thing that the wish list, the Tomorrowland entrance that we were promised, a version of it, hopefully will be coming. I mean, we got some ugly looking plants. I mean, is that what they call space plants? Maybe, but they look ugly. So it's better than the grass, I guess. But hopefully, you get those structures. That could be phase 1 of Tomorrowland. We just do those structures. Then next year, do something else. Get a proper Tomorrowland entrance. We also can move the actual order astro orbiter out of the way back up onto the platform. But I feel like we'd have to build a new. They'd have to build a new platform again because the people mover stuff is there, and maybe they can go ahead and pop. They can demolish that whole area. Then if they build a new people mover, build build a new thing for the astro orbiter and build a new people mover together. Look at that! It's the rank the mouse. Sean. I was actually gonna ask you if you wanted to hop in here and talk about it, but I wasn't sure how you're feeling with with COVID and stuff. But if you're feeling okay, I'll send you the invite. You can pop on in here. We can talk about the people mover and what your thoughts on that are. Um, Everyone though, subscribe to Ranking the Mouse. He just did a cool video ranking all the roller coasters at Walt Disney World. Did you know there's only 8 of them? I don't know why I thought there were more coasters at Disney World than 8. Maybe because there's just so many rides. Well, Disneyland has more rides than Disney World, but maybe because there's 4 parks and I just figured, there's gotta be more than 8 roller coasters. No, there's 8 roller coasters. Which is crazy. That means what? That averages 2 per park? Is there 2 per park? It used to be. Disney. I know Animal Kingdom has 1. Magic Kingdom has the most coasters. Definitely does, right? Because Space Mountain, Thunder Mountain, Seven Dwarfs. Yeah. So that's good. That's about 2 coasters per park, except Magic Kingdom and Animal Kingdom kind of swapped. Magic Kingdom, Animal Kingdom got rid of 1. Magic Kingdom added 1. Otherwise, there's 2 per. It's pretty cool. So I'm not sure if that was planned or if that was just an accident. Magic Kingdom has 4. Oh yeah, because the Barnstormer. I forgot about that one. I think I forgot about the Barnstormer because it's like a kiddie coaster, kind of short. Yeah, there's 4. So wait a second, hold on. Oh, that's right. Epcot just got 1, so Epcot has just 1. Okay, so Magic Kingdom's hauling there. Magic Kingdom is just really pulling its weight in terms of coasters at Disney World. The rest of the parks just have like near 0. Epcot just got its first 1. Animal Kingdom lost 1. And Hollywood Studios has 2 with Rock and Roller Coaster, and of course the newest one. Now Disney's really gotta go ahead and, for Animal Kingdom being the largest theme park in the area-wise, Animal Kingdom's the largest theme park on the planet with square footage. To only have 9 rides and 1 coaster, that's insane. Pretty insane. Disney, the other parks got to pull their weight in terms of heavy hitting coasters. Highly immersive. Come on, Animal Kingdom. I feel like a really cool dinosaur coaster, although kind of Universal, I guess, beat them to the punch with the Velocicoaster. But they can still do a dinosaur coaster. Just make it like a true prehistoric coaster, not because that one's like Jurassic World. So you just did a prehistoric nondescript dinosaur coaster. But then I guess with today's Disney, you'd have to make a dinosaur movie to do that. Which means Dinoland USA is probably gonna go bye-bye. Because what else can you do with it, right? Anyway, one last thing about the coasters, that little excavator concept that they had going on. For those of you who don't know, Disney Animal Kingdom for Dinolands, but there's supposed to be this really cool excavator coaster that's either supposed to be, I think it's supposed to be a steel roller coaster. It's not a wooden roller coaster, but a steel roller coaster. Looks super cool. Honestly, I'd say build that. That plus maybe a nice renovation to Dinosaur, the ride. Wow, Dinoland could be a pretty dope land. Let me know what you guys think in the comments, in the chat and in the comments. The excavator roller coaster and a renovated dinosaur. Dinoland would be like, you can't add my little green screen here, but it'll be a good land. It'll be there, yeah. But anyway, check out Ranking the Mouse's coaster rankings. He has some pretty on point rankings. Um, and yeah, hold on. Let's go back up here. They're probably not respace respace mountain. They will probably not respace retheme Space Mountain Lightyear. Is probably what you're saying. I hope so. I hope you feel better. Um, Good thing you're not sick enough to like not be on the live, so that's cool. At least it's still minor. When's my next live? I don't know. I might go live from Universal, but I'm not entirely sure. I know. I wish Holotopia would close too. Um, I don't like how much space it takes up. Even if they were to shrink it, that's cool. But you know, what's the best Disney or Universal coaster on the West Coast? Ooh, on the West Coast. Let's see, Disney or Universal coaster on the West Coast. Hmm. Let me think. Let me think. Oh, I love the Matterhorn. I love the Matterhorn. Oh, sorry. See, ask how much I love the Matterhorn. I said it twice. I like Thunder Mountain. Ooh, I love Thunder Mountain. Was always my favorite as a child. I'm gonna have to go with Thunder Mountain. Thunder Mountain is certainly my the my favorite Disney or Universal coaster on the West Coast. Um, I just love it so much, especially the night ride. Incredible. Um, yeah, I did see that Terra Tram was back under construction. Oh, getting it's under construction. It's about that time. 2 months out, or less than 2 months out. It doesn't take long to build because you're again just walking most of the time. I wish there'd be. I wish they'd change, make it a little different, make it a little compact. I don't know. A lot of open space in the Terra Tram, but we'll go ahead and check it out this year, of course, because it is a unique experience to Universal Studios Hollywood's Halloween Hornets. Rumor is it's May, so if it does come, that'll be fantastic. Fantastic. Does that mean the Excavator movie's coming? Hi, Color Crush Dream FN. And then Sabretooth Sasquatch. Move the Sasquatch and give us Tron on like combined land. Hot take. That is a hot take. Well, not so hot take. Because I think that's what everyone is trying to say. But I'm curious to see what happens with Tomorrowland. Also, I'd like to point out something. So watching Dylan from Theme Park Obsessions video. Let me share my screen again. And it looks like I'll be at Disneyland on the 19th, by the way, in 1 week from today. But it looks like it's maybe hard to tell. But this is the parking lot, the Disneyland Hotel parking lot. He's on the bridge, the pedestrian bridge from Mickey and Friends, walking to the park, and this whole area, this whole lot is fenced off. From here all the way past the entrance, man, the whole lot is fenced off. Um, and multiple trees are being cut down and hauled off. The parking islands, if you look over here, see there's a parking island. So parking island's gone here. I asked on Twitter, what's happening here? I even asked my buddies at Orange Grove, 55 Dre and Disney Family Man. No one was sure. Very interesting. I mean, they could just be restriping the parking lot and for parking lot beautification, but that's no fun. So let's speculate. What is happening here? Is DCA getting the Light Fighter ride? I hope it's getting something. We'll find out at D23 what it is getting, if anything. But Yeah, yeah. But I hope it's getting something. Um, that Avengers e-tick needs to hurry the heck up. Hopefully this announce it's starting like tomorrow. But yeah, so what do you guys think is happening here? I think they're just repaving the parking lot. But if they're doing that, then why don't they cut down the trees? I'm fairly certain I've seen parking lots that are repaved, that got a repaving treatment that don't need them to cut down the trees. Uh, You know, I don't know. They're going. They're not even like, and I feel like if they're cutting down the like, I feel like if they're just repaving the parking lot, they would just remove the trees, right? Yeah. They'd take the trees like the little pots and just store them to the side until they're done repaving the parking lot, and then put them back. I feel like they wouldn't cut down trees and plant new ones because that's expensive. It's just much cheaper. So dig up the tree, put in a little planter and a little holding pad, and just hold it to the side in storage because repaving the parking lot doesn't take too long. So I feel like I don't know. I don't think it's unless they're just redoing the parking lot, but still, even then, you can just take the same tree and put it in a new planter. I don't think you need to completely cut down the tree. And it's like at least 10 trees they're cutting down. Um, at least 10 trees. So I don't know. I think this is for something more than just repaving a parking lot. If anything, put a parking structure or something else. If you pull up Disneyland Forward, let's see what the zoning what they wanted to do here. Let's see. Disneyland Forward. Oh, I actually have it saved on my. I don't know. Oh, let's just see if they want it to be zoned here. Like, I'm not saying this is Disneyland Forward or anything. I'm just curious. So for Disneyland Forward, let's see the project. We need the map. Just give us the map. Um, okay, let me look at the possibilities. Okay, so this is what they wanted zoned here for Disneyland Forward. Let's see here. Okay, so let's get our bearings straight. So this is the Disneyland Hotel. No, this is Paradise Pier Hotel. This is the Disneyland Hotel right here. This is the hotel. This is the parking lot that's fenced off. At least this portion of the parking lot is fenced off right here. This is Disneyland expansion. Is what's supposed to go in this. I mean, assuming Disneyland 40 gets approved, they'd want this space for Disneyland or potential for Disneyland expansion. Because here's the hotel, here's downtown Disney. Here's Mickey and Friends. This is where the bridge and stuff are. This whole area is fenced off. This whole area. And again, I don't see them cutting down trees to repave a parking lot. I see them just taking them out and replacing them. Very interesting. I might have to make a video on this. Very interesting. I mean, again, they could just be replacing the parking lot, but I mean, look, this is the area. This whole area is what's being roped off right now. Here's the bridge. Here's the parking lot, the bridge and stuff. Or no, that's the road. The bridge will be demolished, but again, this is Disneyland Hotel. Very, very, very interesting. What do you guys think? Do you think they're replacing just replacing the parking lot or just repaving it? Do you think something more is happening? Could this be the beginnings of something here? I don't know. I don't know, but I'm very, very curious. Very, very curious on what this could be. Um, yeah, very curious. I don't know. Hmm. Yeah, stay tuned for a video on that. I will certainly have to go ahead and make one of those, a video on that because that's very interesting. Very, very, very interesting. Okay, very interesting. So yeah, we're gonna go ahead and now ask. Oh, do you get about 5 minutes of ask me anything? 5 to 10 minutes. Ask me any theme park questions you'd like. I'm actually wondering if Sean has a chance to come to Disney. That'd be really cool. Um, First, I think they should definitely finish Sean in Disney World. That'll take another 50 years. So before they do that, when it comes to Disneyland, they have to finish Tron, Disney World, and that'll take 50 years. So, and yeah, and that's it. I think you're doing, and also it looks like they PB'd the Nope set today for Universal. That's cool. Um, but that is very, very cool. Yeah. So, any theme park questions? Any ask me anything for hello, theme park casual. How are you? Ask me anything for about 5 to 10 minutes, and then we'll be chilling like a villain. I'll go ahead and make this video about what's happening in that Disneyland hotel parking lot and some speculation that I am going to make. Do you think Tomorrowland will even before or after the 7th? I hope. See, we're on 67 already. And 67's on in 5 days. Um, so I think I'll have like during. I think it'll start before, but then it'll be going on during. Like maybe some parts will debut on the 70th anniversary, but more parts will debut afterwards. So I feel like it'll be an ongoing project for and after the 70th anniversary, with a one part of it, maybe phase one, debuting for the 70th anniversary. That'd be a nice treat. Are the Power Up Bands going to be available at the Nintendo store soon? I hope so. They weren't available at this new one. But hopefully, maybe after Horror Nights, the Power Bands will be available, or maybe we can get like a firm opening date. Maybe I hope the Power Bands will be available. Let's see what else. All right. Any other theme park questions? Next few minutes. About 6 more minutes. See, check Instagram for this Nope attraction. Looks like there's been some previews about that. Nice. Oh, that looks really cool. Yeah, Lee and Bristol's having a little Nope event. That's cool. Cannot wait to check that out in 10 days from now. See, I know the 7th anniversary will be taking on early 75 last November. Yeah, 2020. Yeah, so yeah, Summer 2020. I think that's perfect for Tomorrowland Phase 1 to open up. Universal question: what do you think would best thing to place in Hollywood? I think I think some sort of like the Jurassic World Dark Ride would be pretty cool to replace the Mummy. Um, a longer coaster would be good. A new a gateway to maybe new land like Diagon Alley or something would be good over there. Um, um, that's yeah, probably like a new land or like Jurassic World expansion would be pretty cool. Have you looked at the Kirby Cafe construction at Universal Studios Hollywood? I have not. Out of the City Walt Disney World attractions, which one has higher chance of coming to Disneyland? Remy's, Seven Dwarfs, probably Frozen. Um, yeah, probably I'd say Frozen, then maybe Seven Dwarfs Mine Train, then Remy's has the least chance, I'd say, of coming to Disneyland. Let's see here. Fantasyland is too landlocked. Well, if they took away the Fantasyland Theater, it could fit there and some backstage area. It could fit there. I still think Frozen, anytime, maybe not Frozen after after, but Frozen, something Frozen will in be the first line to come to Disneyland out of those three attractions. Yeah, Remy, unfortunately, doesn't really fit anywhere within the Disneyland resort itself. Fits great in Epcot because they have whole French Pavilion, but it doesn't really fit here. Let's see. If they're something they're building a Kirby, I have no idea if they're building a Kirby Cafe or a Kirby shop. 2017 Adventures in Gabriels and Phoenix Capacity either using the rest. Okay. This is a great point. I want to see two things: the Avengers e-ticket in the back, then in Hollywoodland or yeah, probably Hollywoodland is where I'd want to see an Avengers coaster with the Guardians of the Galaxy Cosmic Rewind system. Um, obviously doesn't be exactly like it, but yeah, I'd take a Avengers coaster rewind. I don't know what to call it, but that's what I take it. The Rock and Roller Coaster is cool. That ride system, or that coaster itself, is first of all, it's a clone. It's over 20 years old. Um, but there's a clone of the ride, an outdoor version of the ride. It's what was formerly Six Flags Belgium, and still there to this day. The park is called something else. Six Flags sold it. It's a little bit bigger than the Disney versions, but it's the same ride system, and that one's also old. So it's nothing like unique. You know, Disney and Universal are good with their coasters because they're unique in some way. Um, Rock and Roller Coaster, of course, is indoor versus that outdoor version. But mm, as Sean said in his video, that they're just after the launch, there's just cardboard cutouts. So that's not cool. If it was something like that Spider-Man coaster concept art we saw, that model, was Rock and Roller Coaster, but it was like actual sets of New York City, like the Empire State Building was like right by your face, and Spider Man was swinging along. Now that would be really cool. So I'll take Rock and Roller Coaster, or the Cosmic Rewind system, um, as long as they do something like that. Like if they make those sets like instead of screens, just actual sets of you swinging around New York or something like that. That would be that one. That would be a proper Spider-Man ride, in my opinion. And then also, it'd be really cool. That'd be amazing. And also extend Avengers Campus down to Hollywood backlot. Disney really needs to ride similar to Hagrid's Motorbike Adventure. I take it. Hagrid's is an awesome ride. I love Hagrid's. I'd love to ride something like that over here. Evan complains that Avengers Campus and DC doesn't have enough rides because they only have Spider-Man's Guardians. Yeah, it's funny. With Avengers Campus and Galaxy's Edge, Galaxy's Edge has enough ride, or a good amount of ride, a really good ride, and you know, a cool ride. Doesn't have much character interaction. And it's really big. Avengers Campus is very small, has a lot of character interaction, a lot of meet and greets and different new characters. But it's lacking on the rides department. I mean, technically, I mean, because it's only lacking on the rides department because Guardians of the Galaxy opened so much earlier, opened 2017, so it's not new, even though it's part of Avengers Campus. It's obviously the best ride in the resort. But yeah, so and some people don't see it as new because even though it's part of Avengers Campus and it has two rides technically, um, it's four. It's 5 years old. So it's not new. So yeah, Avengers Campus really needs a new ride. Then Avengers Campus will really have actually more rides than Galaxy's Edge, and we'll have a lot of meet and greets and cool stuff, and might even be better than Star Wars Galaxy's Edge at that point. Okay. I was keeping that for Tomorrowland, Rainbow Star Tours will just moved over to Galaxy's Edge. And as I said earlier, um, they can move Star Tours Galaxy's Edge. I mean, that'd be too stimulus. Again, in fact, if you move, there's a problem with this comment, and the problem is the redundancy, right? If you move Star Tours to Galaxy's Edge, you have two simulator rides right next to each other. If you move Buzz Lightyear to Pixar Pier, you also have two dark ride shooters right next to each other. And also, you would have not just two simulator rides next to each other, two Star Wars simulators next to each other. Um, and then again, as I said earlier, in Pixar Pier, you'd have two Toy Story shooters right next to each other. So I just don't think that makes any sense. Um, I don't know where you heard it from, but yeah, that doesn't make any sense. I mean, again, it'd be big quadruple redundancy: two Star Wars simulators and two Toy Story shooters right within feet of each other. Makes no sense, and again, a big waste of money to have the same type of ride to move the same type of ride next to each other, especially when one is better than the other. Um, Debatable on which one's better though for Star Tours and Smuggler's Run. Uh, What's similar? Devin 714. Oh, 714. That is the Orange County or Anaheim's area code. That's cool. For those of you who didn't know, I don't know if that's what it means here, but 714 is that area code for that Anaheim. Uh, but rumor is Disney's gonna rebuild the People Mover tracks in a much smaller capacity, um, and have a new ride system. Also, new tracks, new ride system, and it's part of the Tomorrowland overhaul that's supposedly going to be announced in a couple months at D23. Yeah, buddy, we're doing it all. I heard someone's trying to defend Universal, so I'm all for it. I don't even know what Energon is at Universal. Oh, that's some Transformers related stuff. But I don't understand this comment on Twitter. Disney though does need to do some. I mean, the 40-day renewal window opens up, I believe, on the 16th, which is what, like Saturday. So for um, the Santa Ana, I'm sorry. By the way, he is from Santa Ana, and that is again 714 is the area code. But yeah, the 40-day window opens up on the 16th, which I believe is Saturday. Let me see. It is Saturday, and that's when the renewals happen. So you have to think by Friday you'd hear something, right? Whether we're getting a new magic key or what's going on there, you'd have to think by Friday we'd hear something because renewals start to open up on Saturday. Very interesting. Very interesting what they're cooking up there at the mouse. So, did you get Star Wars and was that physical? They must like to be permanently removed. I believe so. I think they'll be permanently removed, or they'll stay. But if they're gonna do anything at all with any Tomorrowland redo, they're gonna stay, or and maybe get some enhancements. Well, start again. Star Tours is getting some enhancements. They're getting new scenes, so Star Tours is not gonna get permanently removed, at least anytime soon, because they wouldn't put new scenes in there. And I don't even think the new scenes have come yet. Um, Star Tours is safe for the next, I'd say, at least a few years. Buzz Lightyear can get removed if they don't enhance it with the light, but I don't know if they want to enhance it with Lightyear stuff because the movie didn't do well. But I'd say Star Tours is safe. Buzz Lightyear is gonna stay, or if it's going somewhere, it's gonna be permanently removed. It's not gonna be moved anywhere. It's just gonna be gone. But if they're not gonna do anything to it, it's gonna stay. Star Tours, but I'll read these. But let me just let's see. They said, but Star Tours, but like pretty popular attractions. I don't know if they're pretty popular attractions. When I was there, it's a pretty busy, fairly busy at the park. Lots of hour waits. But Star Tours and Buzz Lightyear the whole time were 30 minutes or less. I don't know if that doesn't sound like they're pretty popular in my opinion. I mean, when Hyperspace Mountain next door was 2 hours and Star Tours was 25 minutes, you can tell Hyperspace Mountain was more popular, obviously, than Star Tours. Um, so I don't know if they're pretty popular attractions. And I definitely can't see Disney getting rid of them. And I don't see backlash coming from the fans. In fact, I see backlash coming from the fans if they don't get rid of them, to be honest. Um, like when Star Trek was getting new scenes, I wasn't seeing everybody jumping up and down saying, oh my gosh." A couple people maybe, because I think one of the new scenes from The Mandalorian, and maybe I think that's what that person was excited. But I didn't hear the whole internet be like, "Oh my gosh, I new scenes! I'm so excited." I feel like these people would have been more excited had they said Star Tours and Buzz Lightyear going away and getting a complete overhaul. But what do you guys think? These people in the chat or and in the comments below, if you're watching this later, do you um would you care if Buzz Lightyear and Star Tours went away? I wouldn't. And again, I'd say about 80, at least 85% of the people wouldn't. But comment here in the chat. Do you care if they went away? And let me go back up here. Okay. How likely do you think it is for Universal Studios to take the Donkey Kong coaster? All they mean is to be able to street tour. Hey, they can definitely do it. They're just not starting construction on it. Hold on, give me 10. Oh, actually, So yeah, they're just not starting any construction. I don't see any land clearing for it. So it's not not coming soon, but they can definitely do it. I believe in those sound stages next to Super Nintendo, like the old voice sound stage and all those guys. They can just demolish those and put it there. That means likely. I mean, I hope it comes. That'd be quite nice. I mean, that was a rumor for a little bit, but we'll have to see. I am definitely all for it because it wouldn't replace any attractions, it would just replace sound stages. So anything to increase Universal's attraction counts and not replace anything, it's fine with me. Let's see. I haven't seen some backlash, but Disney won't care like the Tower of Terror commercial. Um, yeah, they can do Tower of Terror not care. They definitely wouldn't care about any backlash of Star Tours or because I mean, or in Splash Mountain, right? Splash Mountain. A lot of people, there's whole save Splash Mountain groups, and they're still going with that. So also, the man implement some of stars like seeing a hologram of Amanda. Yeah, I think one of the new scenes and is the Mandalorian character, so we'll be very happy. Jacob doesn't care if Star Tours and Buzz Lightyear are closed permanently, although I prefer Autopia and so I prefer all of them to be closed, honestly. Although again, losing four attractions, hopefully we have four attractions to replace those four, the ones we lose. Well, three really, three attractions, um, because yeah, that that can hurt Disneyland's capacity. Every time you close an attraction, like when Splash Mountain will be down for a while, and you let the same amount of people in the park, those people have to go somewhere, so all the other wait times go higher. So that's another reason um, why Disney probably shouldn't close Tomorrowland all at once. Maybe do like little piecemeal, because if you have all those attractions down, then all those people have to go somewhere else, right? Um, Especially Space Mountain. If you close the whole Tomorrowland at once, people can't get to Space Mountain, even if you're not doing anything with it, and all the people are going to filter with the other mountains and other coasters and Toontown and Mickey Minnie's Wonder World. So you need some capacity, something to offset that capacity, or else the wait times be tremendous, and then you have more encouragement for people to buy Lightning Lane. The standby wait time gets even more tremendous. The Universal Hollywood, I can honestly consider being around having all essential lower be destroyed. Yeah, the sound stages are definitely going to be destroyed. That is part of the NBC Universal plan. It's already been approved and it's already earmarked for the theme park space, so that's definitely going to happen. We should know what's going to happen there. But yeah, I mean, they can definitely go ahead and move out the studio tour because that's the cool thing. One of the cool things about the studio tour, it's not like a fixed attraction. It's not like a fixed track, right? Um, they can just move out the studio tour all the time. I mean, the studio tour's stage load area used to be on the lower lot. Now it's on the upper lot, so they can all the infrastructure they would like to do is just move the station. You can bounce it from upper lot to lower lot every 10 years if they want to. They can switch the. I mean, they reroute the studio tour all the time for filming, right? Sometimes you go through the New York set, sometimes you go through Little Italy, sometimes you don't go through either of them if they're filming a commercial or filming a movie. Sometimes you go down the Desperate Housewives area. Sometimes you don't. Like right now, that's what they're having that Nope event. So the studio tour, Parks until 10 says the studio tour is not gonna go down that area because they have an event going on. So yeah, the studio tour is basically being rerouted every single day, just in little minor segments. Devin says Star Tours has a lot of nostalgic value, but he doesn't care for buzz. Question sitting from the Prince Frog where we in special open report. Uh, I predict, as I always have, Splash Mountain will close. Hello, Kevin Theme Park Adventure. Splash Mountain will close when it usually closes for refurbishment. So the holidays end what, like January 8th or something like that. So I'd say January 9th. Splash Mountain usually goes down for refurbishment anyway. With the Grizzly River Run, this time we'll just go down for refurbishment for a year and a half. January 7th, or the day after the holiday ends, that early January date, that's when California Screaming closed to become the Infinity Coaster, and when Tower of Terror closed to become Guardians of the Galaxy. So I expect nothing different from Splash Mountain, especially because it's cold anyway. Um, so in the winter, the holidays are the busiest time of the year for Disneyland, so they don't want to have it closed during Christmas or New Year's, right? They can close it like right after that when the holidays end. I love the Minions. I saw it twice. And it's quickly closing in on $500 million worldwide. Devin says, do you think Knots will be at theming tournament? Yes. Sorry. There's a rumor. I actually made a rumor video um, that the Knots theming or Montezuma's theming will be um, a jungle theming, or like a base camp jungle theming. It'll have multiple launch sequences, 3 launch sequences with a 4th launch sequence every 100 cycle. So that'd be pretty cool to look forward to in May, rumored May 2023. All right, let's see. I was thinking the same thing, especially. Yeah, yeah, only makes sense because it's the slowest time of the park, so you don't need everything open because that's when you can reduce your capacity. Because yeah, it's a very quiet time in the park in January. January till about spring, when yeah, well about until about the what you call it, the festival start happening again. All right. What attraction do you think they should remove the aspect from? I'm gonna say Accelerator. I'm gonna say that because rumor has it they're gonna sell it to build whatever coaster they're gonna build next. Also, because it just has a lot of maintenance problems and they're having a tough time. That have to get custom parts for it because that manufacturer's not like around, or such an old coaster. You can't just easily get them. There's newer types, so I'd say Accelerator would be the next one to go. Yep, Mickey Toontown will open in spring 2023, and Mickey and Minnie's Runaway Railway will open, and hopefully Toontown can stay open past 8 p.m. when Mickey and Minnie's opens. Hopefully it'll be able to stay open until midnight, like the rest of the park. Hopefully Mickey and Minnie's is not such a complex ride, so hopefully it can stay open past 9 p.m. like Rise of the Resistance has to close at 9 p.m. every night. Hopefully that won't happen with Mickey and Minnie's. It's not happening in Florida, so I'm pretty good hopes about that for here. Sabretooth Sasquatch is launching an RMC Raptors off the Giga because the problem Raptors compact. Um, I'll tell you why. I'll tell you why. The they shouldn't, and they probably won't. It's because Six Flags is getting an RMC Raptor, and Six Flags is not too far from um um Knott's. The park's usually try to be unique. They don't have the same type of coaster as the one up the street because what's going to not stop people from just going up to Six Flags to ride the longer RMC Raptor and the one that opened first. It's not going to seem new. It just seems like Knott's is going to copy Six Flags and that's not good. Nazis want to be a copier. They want to be unique and an innovator. So I don't think they'll be getting an RMC Raptor anytime soon. I don't see them moving accelerators soon. They did just repaint it, so we'll have to see. Until I will definitely be there that day, and I'll be on Mickey Minnie's Runaway Railway. Have not been to Florida again in decades, so I haven't seen all the new stuff out there. So I definitely want to go ahead and um, what's it? I definitely want to and go ahead and be able to write that, which would be awesome. Ooh, so okay, so the movie premieres on the Universal Slot. That's nice. It's premieres in 10 days. Super exciting. I'm hoping that Disney will eventually be able to keep her eyes open to midnight. Me too, because it's very frustrating. Like, I was at Disney last time uh, with a friend who's in Go By option, who hasn't been on Rise. We had a debate going on Rise or something else, because, like, oh, well, like, if we went on this other thing, by the time we get off, Rise would be closed. And we eventually went on the other thing because she wanted to, but I'm like, oh, if it was open to midnight, that wouldn't be a problem. Sadly, won't be there, but I'm planning to Disneyland for Grand Night in late May or early June. Nice. That would be exciting. Do you think Claire's will impact other parts of it? No, although the only way it would impact other parts in California would be if, like, not, well, only will impact Knott's. Um, and that's only if Knott's were to get a ride from there, maybe, because they're probably gonna sell rides for parts, or they're gonna just give rides to other Cedar parks and call it their new ride for the year. So Knott's may get a ride, a flat ride or something from there. Um, but I think it's mainly an impact East Coast Cedar Fair parks that don't have a lot of rides. They definitely can use more rides, and this is an easy opportunity for them to get more rides, and a cheap alternative to get more rides in the parks as fast as possible. As the park potentially could be closing as soon as 2024. Okay. That's 2024. Get the charger here. There we go. I think Super Nintendo World will be opening in January or February of 2023. I think soft opening will be happening after Horror Nights this year, about like November, in a few months. Okay, let's see. Well, Six Flags Magic Kingdom is also going to use bags. Yeah, so see, there may be a nice boost to Six Flags Discovery Kingdom. See a nice attendance boost there, which is good for them. I think Notch move. Salesman from the administration is always moving short time. Yeah, probably. I'll do another flat ride. Can work there for sure. Have you been scanning in Ontario? I have. I had when I was a little child. My dad took me there. It's a cool little park. Alrighty, guys. Well, stay on past the time I want to stay on, but you guys had some good questions, so I stayed on. But thank you guys so much. We're having a tough time with the connection. I said, thank you so much for joining. As my connection's something's wrong, but yeah, thank you so much for joining this live stream. I loved all your comments. I love all your questions. I'll try to be back. Go live from Universal Studios Hollywood maybe and tomorrow. Um, I'll be at the park for Super Nintendo update, so maybe we'll go live stream from there, and I'll talk to you guys a little bit in the afternoon. Yeah, Scandia is a nice little regional chain. Um, as you see, I pass for the one in Victor all the time to Vegas. That's cool. Cool little park. If I stop by, I'll definitely come visit you. Say hi. But yeah, thank you guys so much for joining. Subscribe for more theme park updates. Like this video. I have some merch at themestorewizard.com. You can buy some cool theme park wizard phone cases, backpacks, a whole lot more stuff at themestorewizard.com. Definitely check that out. JS Island is a cool YouTube. YouTube's unlikely, yes, to get a horn of bass in. I think they should get a. I think they should get a what you call it? A Stranger Things land. Hello, Mr. Zach Martinez. Zach Martinez. Thank you so much for watching the videos. Okay. Alright, so yeah, thank you so much, guys, for watching. I'll try to go live from Universal Studios Hollywood tomorrow. I'll definitely stay tuned for another Super Nintendo update. And as always, have a fantastic day. Bye bye, everybody. Thanks for watching.